So in this example, I'm going to show two different features in the same file that we have open. And I'm going to start by showing our auto balance function and then auto generate curves. So for what we're dealing with here, I have two duplicate alignments on top of each other. I've just got that in there just so when we move one, we can see the impact we've had. Set a baseline so we can see what's changed. So in this example, I've got a series of points in my plan view along our alignment. And I am nowhere near balancing. I've got this massive fill that I have going up the slope. Rather than wiggling around my alignment and trying to follow the ground by hand, we can streamline that process by clicking corridor, operations, section balance. So here we can tell the software, let's move things around. We can do it either for a vertical or horizontal. So in this case, I consider my vertical alignment to be set, and I want to move my horizontal points, so my plan points, around to balance. So I'll hit OK. It's going to take a moment to think. So there we are, and we can see the line we started with versus the line we finished with. And if I just click one of these points, I guess I had it set to, so I've got it set to be balanced at the plan point. So it's not balancing along your entire length of your road, but it's moving your current plan points around for you. Now, if we go in here and if we set this to full bench cut, so same premise, but instead all it's going to do is move that point to be full bench. So it can really save you a lot of time rather than clicking in everything by hand and adding a bunch of vertices by hand. You can let the software do a lot of the fiddling around for you. Now that we've got our alignment roughed in, we could add in curves by hand, so using our curves panel. And we could just go here, add a circular curve, away we go. Now, in this case, let's go, we'll add one, and let's say I want to go with an 80-meter curve. I'll hit apply. And if I want to use that 80-meter curve, 80-meter radius curve, for my default curve, I'll hit set default curve here. And then if I want to use that, at least at the starting point for all the curves applied to this alignment, I can click this auto generate curves button and I'll turn on apply default curve. And rather than having to go through and click in a curve for all those different options, it's set wherever it fits. And if it doesn't fit, it'll just be an IP without a curve. Another option that we have in this auto generate horizontal curves is to set the largest radius curve and set a tangent between curves. Oh, and that didn't change anything because I would want to turn on delete existing curves first. And there we are. So here we've got that 10-meter tangent in between the two. That's dictating what happens for the next one. And yeah, we've got that set.